you haven't filed your 2020 taxes yet, you have just hours left to do so. For the second straight year, the pandemic pushed back tax day. While many have already received their refunds, others are experiencing delays. If you are one of those people, you'll want to pay attention for the next few minutes. Aimee Picchi spoke with experts and reported on these delays for MoneyWatch, and she is with us now. So, Aimee, why are some taxpayers facing delays in getting back their returns?
Yeah, thanks, Anne-Marie, for having me on. Yeah, we've been reporting about these delays that a lot of people are experiencing this year in getting their refunds. The IRS says that 9 out of 10 people will get their refunds in 3 weeks. For a lot of people, that's not happening this year. There are a few reasons why, but the main one happens to be what happened with the IRS last year. They are backed up. They had to close their processing centers last year, and they're actually still going through returns that were filed last year. So on top of trying to process this year's returns, they're still trying to get through last year's returns. And those returns that they're processing that are backed up tend to be paper returns. So they're urging people, if you can, please file your returns electronically because it's going to go a lot faster. And the second reason that there are some delays happening this year are all the changes that happened in the past year with the stimulus bills that were passed. Most of these stimulus actions and like the stimulus checks that people got were actually tax rebates. And so that changed the tax code effectively. And so the IRS has to deal with that and, pay attention to things that are happening on people's tax returns that deal with those stimulus checks. And if there's an error in those returns, that gets the return pulled for human employee to look at the return. And that's adding to delays too.
Right. So that would have definitely slowed things up anyway, but because we have the pandemic and you have, thousands of IRS employees that are not working out of the office, but also, as I understand it, over the past few years, the IRS has actually also lost a lot of employees. It's a much slimmer, smaller organization than it was before, and so it's just tougher to get through all the work.
That's absolutely true. I mean, they're down, I believe, 17,000 employees from a decade ago. Their funding has dropped a lot over that time as well. And at the same time, they're getting a lot more calls from people who are wondering, where's my refund? How do I do this? What's the problem? So something like, I think 1 out of 4 or 5 calls actually got through to a human last year. And so that's something that lawmakers and advocates for taxpayers are saying needs to be changed. There needs to be more funding given to the IRS to help people who just need to get through to somebody and talk to somebody at the IRS and figure out where is their return and where is their refund.
So you spoke to people in the know. What advice do experts have for taxpayers to get their returns back as quickly as possible, or tips for those who cannot afford what they owe the government?
Yeah, so first of all, to try to make sure that your tax return doesn't end up in a delay, there are a few things that you can do to make sure that it doesn't get flagged or pulled for human review. First of all, just check your basic facts. I mean, this is pretty simple. Just make sure you've got your names correctly written on the forms, your social security numbers, and then next, make sure there are no math errors. There are actually about 2 million tax returns that are pulled for review every year just because of simple math problems. But the biggest issue this year is actually something called the recovery rebate credit, which is what people can file on their tax returns if they feel they didn't get enough stimulus money that they were due. For instance, if someone had a baby last year, they're due stimulus money for that child. But the IRS last year didn't know that a couple or a person would have had that child because they're basing it on their 2019 returns. So you can claim that extra money on your tax return. But what I'm hearing from tax preparers is a lot of people aren't checking what they actually returned, and they're just writing what they remember on their return. And sometimes that's wrong. And so when that's wrong, the IRS says, okay, they're writing they got $1,000. We show that they got $800. We need to check this. That's getting pulled, and that has to be seen by a human, and that adds to delays. So the tax professionals I spoke to said, please check your records. The IRS sent letters telling you what you got. And if you can't find it, check your bank statements and make sure you're writing that number correctly, because I think there are almost 7 million returns that have been pulled for that reason alone.
Wow.
Secondly, you asked about...
No, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you asked about you asked what you can do if you can't pay your tax bill. And that's something that's important today, because you have to file something today, or you should file something today, either your tax return or an extension to file. But a lot of people mistakenly believe if they file an extension that they can also have until October, which is when their returns would be due, to pay the money that they would owe the IRS. That's not true. You actually have to pay that money today. And some people experience a lot of hardship in the past year and might not have the money to pay the IRS. There are a couple things you can do. One is you can set up a payment plan through the IRS. You can do it over a short term, I think it's under 6 months, or a longer term basis. Or secondly, if you're experiencing hardship, you can ask for what's called an offer and compromise, where you basically say to the IRS, I'm experiencing hardship, I need some kind of relief on what I owe. And the IRS will work with you on that.
Yeah, the worst thing to do is to not communicate at all. It's always better to, if you're talking to them, they can find you, and at least, there's a lifeline there. But when you stop talking, that's when they, start to get serious. We've learned this morning that the monthly expanded child tax credit for this year will begin on July 15th as part of President Biden's pandemic relief package. How does that work, and what should eligible families know?
Yeah, thanks for asking this question, because this is super important. This is a huge benefit for families with children. And the thing that's really important to understand about this is that the IRS is basing it on your tax returns. So you basically have to have filed a tax return to get the child tax credit. Once the IRS finds out that you're eligible, they're going to start sending you a check starting on July 15th, and you're going to get a check for each child under 17 years old through December. So basically 6 months of checks. And it works out to about $300 per child under 6 and $250 per child under between 6 to 17. So for a lot of families, that's going to be hugely helpful. But the thing that a lot of advocates and child advocates are concerned about is that because the IRS bases this on your tax return, you need to file a tax return. And there are a lot of people who fall into a category that they're not required to file a tax return. And these are usually low-income families. And that's why the IRS also is urging people, even if you aren't required to file a tax return this year, just do it, because it'll open up this benefit for you. If you want to see this money deposited into your account, starting in July, you need to file your tax returns this year.
Yeah, do not leave any money on the table. If it's owed to you, get it. Aimee, thank you very much.
Thanks, Anne Marie.